You guys drug dealers?
No, we're professional lottery players.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is now.
But now a new challenge lay ahead. With that many tickets to print and only one lottery machine, there was no way they'd finish printing them all in a single day.
Can you stay open later?
No, I'm afraid not. Tonight is a drinking celebration with my buddies. Now, admittedly, we do it out there in the parking lot, but I just can't have customers in here. It's a liability.
What if we weren't customers?
Then the old man had a sudden stroke of genius. He pulled out a logo his granddaughter had drawn and offered the lottery store owner a spot in their company. This way, the owner wouldn't just be making money off selling tickets. He'd also get a cut of the profits. Without hesitation, the owner agreed.
I'm in. Can I be in?
Since this round involved a massive number of tickets, the old couple decided to rest for the night and tackle the checking the next morning. But to their surprise, the store owner showed up at their motel first thing the next day, too excited to wait.
It came in. The lottery sends a tally of all the winnings sold by the store. Windfall tickets won $82,000.
And how many windfall tickets did you sell at your store?
Just yours, plus 6 more to me, but those didn't win.
We doubled it.
We doubled it.
We doubled it! We doubled it! We doubled it!
Turned out, they doubled their money again. Now with the store owner as a partner, they no longer had to check the numbers themselves. And from that point on, more and more people joined the venture. To speed things up, the owner even brought in a second lottery printer. Day after day, they kept buying tickets until they had so many, the stacks filled up an entire warehouse. In just a few months, this once sleepy town came back to life. Someone opened a cozy bookstore, someone else bought the newest model sports car. Everything seemed to be turning around. But just as life was getting good, a Harvard grad named Taylor stumbled upon the same loophole. Unlike the old man, Taylor didn't get his hands dirty. Instead, he rounded up his classmates and pitched the idea like a business.
There is just now waiting for you to take it. I found a flaw in the lottery, but it only works if you can bet big. So tell your parents that you have new lab fees, or need books, or got an STD. Whatever it takes, because if we pull this off, then we are legends! Also, I'm gonna need you all to fill out about 300 lottery slips so we don't bet duplicates.
There you go. That's for you. Thank you. You're not filling any out?
No, I'm in charge.
While the others pooled their money and hand-filled the tickets, Taylor, the mastermind, sat back and collected a lion's share of the profits.
$50,000.
From their first win of $50,000, Taylor took $30,000 for himself. But the group soon realized they weren't the only ones playing the game.
Something wrong?
There's another group.
What?
The payout should have been bigger. The only thing that makes sense is another group eating into the pot, so the check sales at every store.
Public information?
No, I hacked the state lottery.
Nice.
It worked. Look at the winnings in Sunderland, from only 2 locations.
2 locations. They'd have to buy tickets for like a week to get those kind of numbers. They're there right now.
Following the trail, they made their way to the town, only to discover that their mysterious rival team was actually an old man and his wife.
You guys are the other group.
Oh man, we thought it was gonna be like a crime syndicate or something.
Taylor tried to invite the old couple to join his team, but the old man turned him down without a second thought. He wasn't doing this for himself. He was doing it to lift up the entire town. When persuasion failed, Taylor resorted to mockery.
You're good at math. Yay. I'm sure that helps out on the farm, but at Harvard, we learn a little something called binomial distribution. Look it up, and you'll see why your odds are better when you fill out your own slips. You're welcome.
But his smugness was met with a sharp, devastating rebuttal.
Binomial distribution only considers 2 factors. Not a third, which is human error, or a fourth, which is the time it takes for you to fill in the tickets. You gain a whopping $32 for every $100,000 you win. You're welcome.
Seriously?
Shut up.
Humiliated, Taylor stormed out, though it was clear this wasn't over. Sure enough, the very next day, Taylor came back. If words didn't work, he'd turn to threats.
We hacked into the state lottery to find where you were betting. You don't think that we can hack into your accounts, your credit, your identity? Won't be hard. I mean, most of them think a firewall is something in their chimney, so. But it's over. Enjoy your golden years.
After Taylor left, a sense of unease crept in. The old man knew math, yes, but hacking? That was way beyond him. So after much thought, he gathered all the investors and made an unexpected announcement. They would be shutting down the lottery operation. The room fell into silence. No one understood, but they trusted him enough to agree. Just as the old man was about to leave, his son stepped forward and, for the first time, tried to talk him out of it.
So you're really gonna let some college smartass take all this away from you?
The odds that he might do something outweigh the benefits.
It's not about the math. It's about being human. I've watched you spend so much of your life just being overlooked and pushed around, and nobody knew what you could do. Nobody cared. And then you finally took your shot and you brought us all with you. You know what you did? You made our little town feel big. That's why they're all in there. That's why I was in there.
As the son walked away, the old man stood there, torn. He didn't want to give up. But what choice did he have? When he got home, his wife saw the look in his eyes. She sat him down and gently reminded him why they had started this in the first place.
The one thing I have never seen you do is give up on a problem before you find a solution.
What do you mean?
Well, you've calculated Tyler's threat and the value of the game, but binomial distribution doesn't consider the third factor. That as long as you and I have each other, we're not afraid to be stupid.
You're batshit crazy.
Encouraged by her words, the old man felt his fighting spirit return.
We're heading to Massachusetts. I see you. Go get 'em, boy.
As the next draw approached, Taylor realized his winnings were still minimal. Once again, the old man had taken the lion's share of the prize. When he learned the old man never actually quit, he was furious. In a fit of rage, Taylor came up with a dirty trick. The very next morning, the old man received bad news. Last night's jackpot had unexpectedly rolled down early. He suffered a huge financial loss. Turns out this was Taylor's doing. He convinced a wealthy family friend to flood the system with money, artificially triggering a jackpot rollover, and caught the old man completely off guard. The old man knew who was behind it. Though he had the skills to manipulate the system too, he refused to use such underhanded tactics. Doing so would bankrupt everyday players, and he simply couldn't accept that. But that didn't mean he was out of moves. He headed straight to Harvard.
Hey, Jerry. Why'd you come riding in on your tractor to come give me a whooping?
Believe me, I wanted to.
Where Taylor was proudly bragging to classmates. Faced with Taylor's smug provocations, the old man stayed calm.
I was always good with math, but it took a long time for me to figure people out.
So, tell us, Jerry, what did you figure out?
That the solution isn't numbers. You told me that I was playing the lottery because I had nothing else. But the reason you won't share the pot is because you have nothing else. You think being the smartest guy in the room is all that matters. But it turns out it's this room that matters. All these bright young people helping you get rich. How are you helping them? Guess you haven't run the math out on that, huh? Anyway, my tractor's running. I wish you all the best of luck.
Then he turned and walked away. That one line hit home. Taylor's classmates suddenly saw through the facade. They tossed away their lottery slips, no longer willing to be his pawns. The old man then went to the Lottery Commission and revealed the exploit used to manipulate jackpot rollovers. The company listened carefully and implemented real-time transparency.
They posted the jackpot. The lottery changed the website. You can track the jackpot online. We can't roll it down anymore. Shit.
Now every jackpot total was public, live, and traceable. No more secret rollovers. But that also meant publishing every winner's information. With full transparency in place, the old man's massive winnings drew attention from the tax authorities. They launched an investigation, but when they visited his warehouse, they were stunned. He had preserved every winning ticket and paid taxes diligently, down to the last cent. Taylor, on the other hand, had no receipts. His shady bets were deemed illicit gambling, and he was expelled from school. When the old man heard this, he decided to rally the town for one final big push. But as he arrived at the lottery shop, he saw machines being dismantled. He rushed in, only to hear the worst. This type of lottery was being shut down. The company had realized it was losing too much money. Today would be the final draw. And just like that, his extraordinary journey came to an end. That night, as the old man sat in silence, friends brought him to the town square. There, to his surprise, the entire town had gathered. As he walked in, everyone stood and applauded. They had prepared a gift. They'd bought every remaining lottery ticket across the state and gave them to the old couple. Everyone thanked him from the bottom of their hearts. Because of him, their poor little town had come back to life. The old man realized the real exploit wasn't in the numbers. It was in understanding the power of people. Trust beats any algorithm. Unity crushes capital. Taylor used tech to find a flaw, but he missed the biggest truth. The people together were the greatest force of all. They proved that you don't need a perfect script to succeed, just the courage to take that first step, even in an ordinary life. This isn't fiction. In real life, a couple just like them won $27 million over 10 years, all by working with their neighbors. Turns out, if you're good at math and science, you really can conquer the world. If you're watching this right now, leave a comment. My luck is coming. Because maybe, just maybe, his luck will find its way to you too.